Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at Alex Ross's new graphic novel, Fantastic Four: Full Circle. So without further ado, let's take a look at this book. Here is the cover of the book, showcasing the awesome psychedelic feel that we're going to get when we jump into it. Here is the spine, and for those wondering, this book is the height of an omnibus, but the width is bigger. And here's the back of the book, featuring some quotes from some other writers, and also featuring a panel from the actual comic itself. Opening up this book, I would normally first cover the issues collected in here, but this is not from a particular run. This is a graphic novel in the truest sense. It was made specifically to be the book that is right in front of us. The artwork in here is beautiful, of course, it's by Alex Ross, so I'm going to take my time flipping through this very slowly while I go over some of the background about this, what it is, and we talk about the story a little bit. So this is a complete story. It's 64 pages, all written and illustrated by Alex Ross, and this is the first time that he's done that in this longer graphic novel format. And it's really a love letter to the Fantastic Four. It's blending the classic stuff with some contemporary stylizations, but conceptually, Alex Ross was paying homage to the original Fantastic Four run, specifically issue 51, where there's a Ben Grimm doppelganger going on, and here Ross has chosen to elaborate and follow up on that story, turning it into this rabbit hole psychedelic adventure into the negative zone. And my understanding is that this is the first in a new line of books Marvel will be doing like this, singular stories that are graphic novels that are possibly going to be individual creator projects like this one. I guess that's something we'll still have to see how it plays out, but I'm happy that we've gotten this one right now at least. So here's the story of Fantastic Four: Full Circle in a nutshell. There's a mysterious visitor who shows up to the Baxter building, and the team ends up getting attacked by a force that is clearly derived from the negative zone. So Sue Storm, in an awesome display of her character, is like, we were attacked where our children sleep. It's time for us to go hit back on their turf. And then they all embark into a journey into the negative zone and try to figure out why exactly they were attacked. And there is an interesting horror element to this book that is elevated by Alex Ross's awesome, just absolutely stunning artwork, and then it evolves into a more traditional sci-fi and classic Fantastic Four style mission by the end of the book, though I do want to mention this isn't 616 canon, so some things are changed by Ross, and something I really enjoyed was he introduces this new theory for what the existence of the negative zone means, and how it's possibly the projection of our thoughts, fears, and insecurities manifested in another plane, which is just a really cool concept. I also think fans of the original Jack Kirby and Stan Lee Fantastic Four will enjoy this for how it ties in some of those original concepts and some of those original issues, but I also think it maintains relevance and accessibility for new readers to the Fantastic Four, or people who really only have a foundational understanding of the team and their stories. And since this is his first big writing project, I want to talk about Alex Ross's approach to this book when it comes to dialogue and characterizations. My understanding is that Alex Ross really holds a special place in his heart for the original Stan Lee and Jack Kirby iterations of this team, and that's been previously evident in his character design he usually draws them in, and it's also pretty evident here in the writing as they're more similar to how they were back in the 60s, which is maybe a little jarring for a bit in the beginning because they do give off this semi-archetypical vibe that I feel like they've elevated past in recent years. They've become way more complex as individual characters, but here it's also kind of camp in a way and pretty fun because of it. Overall, though, I'd say the approach was more narrative-driven than character-driven, so if you're looking for a deep exploration of Marvel's first family, this isn't that book, but if you're looking for just a fun classic sci-fi adventure recontextualized for modern-day reading, then this is probably going to be pretty satisfying. Personally, I don't think it's going to go down in the books as one of the greatest Fantastic Four stories of all time, but it's definitely memorable in its own unique ways and a quick, enjoyable read, and I encourage Marvel to take on more projects like this that lets a creator kind of flex their passion for certain characters. I mean, I know I would love to see something like this done with an X-Men character or an X-Men team. Now, from the art perspective, this is just stunning, like I said earlier. I mean, Alex Ross has been one of my favorite comic book artists, and seeing him do the interiors here is super fun, and the style actually works really well with it, especially given the wild color palette he chose for this this book. Frankly, even if the story isn't mind-bending and jaw-dropping, I think this book is worth the pickup alone, so you can just flip through the artwork, and this is also pretty affordable. Yes, it's 64 pages, which isn't that much, but it's a hardcover oversized book that you can get for about 18 bucks if you know where to go for cheap comics. So guys, are you interested in this new Fantastic Four story? Let me know if you've read this or you plan on picking it up. Doesn't hurt to give it a shot is what I have to say. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.